Welcome back to Cool Nation. And in this Cool Nation video, we got the coolest video for you. Top 5 chess pieces. We're going to be telling you the top 5 pieces that are in chess. Yes, that's right, but make sure to like and subscribe with the bell notifications on and comment and share to a friend for more. Now, chess is a pretty old game. In fact, it is hundreds of years old. And the pieces have changed, but the pieces are still pretty cool. So now it's time to count down the top 5 chess pieces. At number 5, we got the king. The king is pretty cool, but you can only move one square at a time. Frankly, I like my pieces to move more than one square at a time. One square is pretty small. Not to mention, if it gets captured, you lose the entire game. What kind of piece can't even help getting captured? That's pretty lame. Number 4, we got the bishop. The bishop can move diagonally, and diagonally is kinda cool, but it's also really lame, which is why it's number 4. It's very pointy, and I do not like pointy pieces. It can only capture diagonally because it can only move diagonally, which is very bad in the game. So that's why the bishop is a bad piece. Number 3, the knight. The knight is actually a very good piece, and it really should be number 2, not number 3, but we're still putting it at number 3. You see, the knight is a piece, and it's good because it can capture the queen. Well, the queen can't capture it in a lot of parts of the game. And that's cool, I guess, because if there's a queen and it's gonna capture your knight, if your knight can capture the queen, then the queen can't capture the knight because it moves like an L, and the queen cannot move like an L. And if you don't use your knight, you're gonna have not very many W's and L's in the game. Haha, see what I did there? Number 2, we got the rook. The rook is a very, very cool piece. But why is it called the rook? Because I thought rook was a bird, and it's shaped like a tower. Towers and birds look very not similar. Towers and birds are different, but still, it's called the rook. And the rook, at this beginning of the game, the rook is pretty bad because it is blocked by pawns and it's very hard to move. But once it does move, the rook can be pretty good because it can go anywhere, and it's it's like the bishop, but not diagonally. And even though that would be pretty lame, it has a cool shape. Even though it really should be a bird shape because a rook is a bird. But the rook helps a lot in checkmates because it can block off an entire row. And number 1. Actually, first, let's get into our honorable mentions. There is no honorable mentions because there's only 6 pieces in chess, and pawns are not very honorable at all. I hate pawns. And number 1, we got the queen. There's a reason the Queen's Gambit is a show about chess, because the queen is the best chess piece. It can move anywhere it likes, and frankly, it's OP. We should nerf the queen in chess because it is too powerful, except it is not, because if you capture the queen, that is pretty crazy, so it really balances out, because it can move forward and backward, which is pretty cool like the rook, but it's also like the bishop, except it's not very pointy. And that's pretty epic. And that is all for today at Cool Nation. Tell us what your best chess piece is, And make sure to subscribe. Sayonara.